Hello, 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 and welcome to my Fractured and Alterac Valley card review. I'm going to be experimenting with a new form of card review in a sort of package review, really, since I review the whole expansion at once. So I think it'll just be better to start things off and sort of just show by doing. We're going to start with Warlock. So Warlock seems to have two main archetypes that have been supported through, this expansion. First up, we have the Fell package. It's got fairly good tempo, removal, and everything. Here's one of the mana cheat cards. Always one of the, things you definitely want to look for in an archetype. With Fellwalker, Taunt Battlecry casts the highest cost Fell spell from your hand. So this type of mana cheat, where you're cheating a spell, which most of the time you'll want to be cheating like a removal spell, like Fellfire in the Hole, or Full-Blown Evil, which we'll cover what those cards do precisely. Generally you'll be like, okay, I clear the enemy board, cool. I create a threat, but in today's Hearthstone, generally, when you're mana cheating, you just want to continue doing your own thing, like, oh, I want to make more minions, oh, I want to do more spell things. So, that mana cheat honestly isn't super exciting out of Fellwalker, but what is exciting is all the removal, making this sort of a control deck, more so than a tempo deck, with Full-Blown Evil, which we just slightly passed over just now. Deal 5 damage randomly split among all enemy minions, repeatable this turn. So this is very similar to a Dark Skies-like effect, a 3 mana, deal individual damages to the enemy. However, Dark Skies, A, hit your own minions, so you couldn't develop tempo with Dark Skies. It was a full just control card. And B, Dark Skies was reliant on your hand. This is only reliant on your mana to see how much you can cost, and it's a very consistent number. So it's both interesting to be able to play around that and also play with it, especially when you're allowed to have minions on the board to trade into the enemy ones to make sure you hit your breakpoints you want. I'm very excited for Full-Blown Evil. This seems like a great card. And then Fellfire in the Hole, which is also another strong card for the archetype. It is draw a spell and deal 2 damage to all enemies. If it's a Fell spell, it'll deal 1 more. Well, 5 mana deal 3 to the enemy board isn't that exciting. Both the draw a spell will be an incredible bonus, along with being able to cheat it out with Fellwalker, so it won't feel as bad because you won't really be spending it. Won't really be playing it on 5 unless you really need to. So I'm very excited for Fellfire in the Hole, but not because I'm going to be playing it from hand, really. Or if I am, I'll be getting another effect, which will come from Seeds of Destruction. Shuffle 4 Rifts into your deck. They summon a 3/3 Dread Imp Spawn. Here's the Fell Rift. It is a Fell spell. So you can sort of see this Fell synergy coming, where you're drawing a spell and you're gonna be dealing 3 because you're gonna be having Fell spells, and you're gonna be shuffling in these extra Fell spells with Seeds of Destruction, along with the Dreadlich Tamsin, who also has the same Rifts, both on her hero power and just the card itself. So you'll have this infinite generation of Fell cards, and you'll just make a consistent board of 3/3s, and those 3/3s won't die from your own removals because you're only hitting enemy minions. In order to power the Full-Blown Evil, Seeds of Destruction, and Fellfire in the Hole, we also have Grave Defiler. So all of these strong Fell cards that you'll be running, you'll be able to copy them and just do it more. So if you're in a matchup where you need more removal, then you can try to force your hand into copying another Full-Blown Evil. which, by the way, will work even if you play the full-blown evil, like first, because it's repeatable, so it'll still be in your hand, so you can copy it. Or if you need more value in the matchup, then bam, Seeds of Destruction. It's just really incredible. And having a turn 2 play or a turn 1 play is also a very strong thing when the game goes so fast. Like, all of these cards are fairly cheap. Even the hero card is one of the cheaper ones. So the Fell package is looking very strong. However, it is not the only thing going for Warlock. They also have a sort of Death Rattle package going for them with Desecrated Graveyard, Sacrificial Summoner, and Tamsin's Phylactery. So what's exciting about these is Desecrated Graveyard, you, at the end of a turn, destroy your lowest attack minion to summon a 4/4 Shade. Well, the thing about lowest attack minions being targeted is eggs have 0 attack, so they're always your lowest. And we have Nerubian Egg. It's 2 mana, and it's a 2 mana 0/2, and it has Death Rattle summon a 4/4. So you can play Nerubian Egg, curve it into Desecrated Graveyard. At the end of your turn, you'll have 2 4/4s, and the effect will still be there for you to play more eggs or various Death Rattle synergies. So that's exciting. Or if that's not your style, you can also go with the Sacrificial Summoner, which is Battlecry, destroy a friendly minion, summon a minion from deck that costs 1 more. There's lots of stuff you can mess with this. 1 second. So with this card, you can definitely either put it in just a general tempo Death Rattle list where you kill off one of your minions to trigger his Death Rattle and then pull the bigger guy. Or you can also like set it up to tutor a specific minion. Say you want your highest cost minion, so you play a 4-drop, and then you kill your 4-drop with a Sacrificial Summoner into a Talon. That Talon draws your highest cost minion, and it's just incredible. Just incredible. So this can be used both as a form of tutor summon or just general tempo for Death Rattle. So this is definitely a very exciting card that will likely see play, even if it's not in a Death Rattle list. And then you have Tamsin's Phylactery. So let's say you sort of run this. So currently we have a form of Zoo deck where you just flood the board with even the 3 mana summon 4 1/1 imps. What you can do is you can play some strong Death Rattles in the early game that summon minions, like the Nerubian Egg that summons the 4/4, and then you build the board of a bunch of small imps, and then do a sort of Soul of the Forest type turn with Tamsin's Phylactery, and just make it so your board is just absolutely deadly. Especially since you can discover a friendly Death Rattle, you get to make sure that you can also just put in general value Death Rattles into your tempo deck. Definitely a very exciting card for aggressive decks to mess with. And then we also have Hollow Abomination. This seems like just a card that's here. It goes with the honorable kill keyword of this expansion that I'm honestly not very excited about. It seems like Overkill 2.0 but worse, which is hard to do, but it is Battlecry, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. Honorable kill, gain the minion's attack. This doesn't even have a taunt. You're spending 5 mana to do to deal 1 to the enemy board. Like, yeah, you can get some attack if you exactly kill some things, but I don't know. I don't even know if I'd be happy to generate this, honestly. I think this is just garbage and doesn't fit into anything. But that's fine. Not every card has to go in everything. So there's the Warlock review. Yeah, I think that covered all the cards there. So now, on to Mage. Very excited about Mage. They have 2 archetypes really building here. They have a big deck. This is one of the very strong cards for it. Arcade Brilliance. Add a copy of a 7, 8, 9, and 10 cost spell in your deck to your hand. Like, oh man. This is a tutor and it's just copies, so it's value tutor. Incredible. Arcane Brilliance, it is also a 4-mana do-nothing. However, you're a big spell deck, so you know, your big spells are gonna win you the game. You don't really need to worry about that. Oh my god, that's way there. Sorry. I've attempted this a couple times now, and I keep clicking the arrow, so I'm just going to continue now that we're on Mage. So we're going to keep going through. Then we also have Shivering Sorceress. 1 mana 2/2 battle cry. Reduce the cost of the highest cost spell in your hand by 1. To also support the big spell package, I have a couple things to say about this card. One, yes, incredible for big spell mage. Actually, just incredible for any mage, honestly. Because it's reducing the cost of a spell in your hand by 1, and it's a 2/2. If you're going to run minions, you want to run this minion. But my issue with it is this is the second 1 mana 2/2 that is mana cheat that we've had in such a short time. Like, I don't really like the way this is going, where we're getting 1 mana 2/2s with extra effects. But ignoring my opinions towards Hearthstone creation, this definitely is a really strong card, and I'm very excited for it. I think it'll see play actually outside of Big Spell Mage along with Big Spell Mage. One of the big payoff cards of Big Spell Mage is Rune of the Archmage. It's an absolutely fantastic card. 9 mana, cast 20 mana worth of mage spells at enemies. That just sounds fun. Plus, because it's 20 mana, you don't have to worry about, oh, since I only have 5 spells, if I cast like a couple low-cost spells, I'm gonna run out. No, you're gonna get value out of this. Sometimes you'll hit yourself with something, sometimes you clear the enemy board. It's like a Yogg Box 2.0, and I'm very, very excited to mess with this card. The only thing I'm sad about is it doesn't have a spell school. The reason I'm sad about that is, Magister Dawngrasp, which I've gotta say, he's very confusing for me here. Is this his hero power? Yeah. So he's got this battle cry that's recast a spell from each spell school you've cast this game, right? That goes with big spells pretty well, because you want to be casting big spells over, right? Well, then he's got this hero power that is deal 1 damage, honorable kill, gain +2 damage onto it. So with this, you sort of want a hero power synergy sort of thing going on. Or maybe you don't. I'm just wrong. But with this, you want to be able to manipulate how much damage your hero power does so you can make it bigger. I mean, there's only so much you can make it bigger, especially with the honorable kill keyword. Like, honorable kill is just so hard to do. It's got to be exact. Like, especially at 8 mana. There's not going to be many small things left. So, I definitely don't think you're going to be playing Dawngrasp for the hero power. It's just weird that that's the hero power for the Battlecry effect. But either way, I still think this will be great for whatever deck you're planning on running him in. Them in, sorry. That there, yep. Then we have Mass Polymorph. This is a big spell, and it does like pretty much delete a death rattle board. Like, oh, you've got a bunch of big death rattles? No. You know, like with that one priest deck that exists, and is the only priest deck that's playable, which relies on rezzing your big death rattle minions. It's dead now. So, I don't think you'll ever run this card hard run it, especially because if you're ever building a board with Magister Dawngrasp, which I assume you'll want to run in your big spell, then you don't want to kill your own board, because it transforms your minions too. But it's gonna feel so bad as any death rattle or board-based big deck to have this randomly generated against you. So that'll be exciting. You know, that we'll love to see that coming up. Anyways, continuing in the big spell package, we have the Ice Blood Tower. At the end of your turn, cast another spell from your deck. Last 3 turns. It costs 10 mana, which is a lot. However, big spell has a lot of mana cheat. So you can... So this doesn't cast a copy, though. I'm not quite sure if you want to run this Ice Blood Tower. I don't know if you have enough big spells. Because the one big... I think there's maybe 3 good big spell payoffs that exist. There's Rune of the Archmage. There's the Firework spell that summons an 8/8. And there's that 7 mana deal 10 randomly. I guess with that's 6 cards. But then we have so many other ways to cheat these cards into our hand, like Belinda Stonehearth, which you will run with big spell. And if you're trying to play big spell without her, I don't know what you're doing. Battlecry, draw 2 spells, swap their cost with this minion's stats. Incredible. Incredible. If it's a big spell, you're making a big minion, plus you're drawing spells and you're making them cheaper. If it's a small spell, you're weakening your minion and you're increasing the cost of your spells. So this has to be just big spell mage. Which you definitely, if there might be a form of big spell mage that doesn't run Belinda or Ice Blood Tower, so then you can still run smaller spells. But we'll see. And then some people think Build a Snowman can also fit into the sort of big spell package because it's a 3/3 that gives you. It's a 3 mana make a 3/3 that freezes. That gives you a 6 mana that summons a 6/6 that freezes. That gives you a 9 mana that summons a 9/9 and freezes. So it gives you a big spell at the end. But it's not a big spell. And so you definitely wouldn't run this with Belinda. So the big spell mage, if Rune of the Archmage isn't good, or summoning an 8/8 and dealing 10 to the enemy stuff isn't good, it'll feel bad. But there's so much mana cheat here. Especially even just in Rune of the Archmage alone, dealing 20 mana for 9. Even if it's not exactly, not really controlled. It's just so much. The other sort of support that mage has is sort of an extra card for hero power, which there's lots of neutrals that will support it. We'll just be covering neutrals, though, in general, and maybe talking a little bit about what they can do for the class in general. But yeah, there's a little bit of hero power stuff. This one's exciting. It makes hero power freeze. It's cool. Yeah. And then Siphon Mana. If Honorable Kill is a good keyword, then this will be insane for Quest Mage, because more cost reduction. Yeah, we covered every card there. Right, okay. Well, that's Mage. Sorry if, also in advance, if this is just not your type of card review, where I'm just covering sort of synergies that are going on. If you prefer the other version where I'm covering each card individually, much more focused, I can absolutely do that again. But I'm very excited to do this sort of thing. So, what we've got for Warrior is a taunt synergy and a armor synergy, and a couple extra cards that just seem good. It's definitely not as strong of a individual package. 1 second. Apologies, I have a bit of a stuffy nose. I hope that's not too much of an issue. Anyways, so first up, we'll cover the taunt package, which I think has one card here that I really think will make it good, and that is Glory Chaser. After you play a taunt minion, draw a card. There's 2 reasons I think this is good. For one, it's card draw, lots of card draw, and second off, Taunts protect this. This doesn't have taunt, so taunt minions that get in front of the attacks trying to get this guy. This is great. And then a sort of thing to go with the Glory Chaser is the Scrapsmith, which, by the way, is the wrong art on the website. It's supposed to be an orc, but we'll see that soon. It is 3 mana, 2/4. Add 2/4 grunts with taunt to your hand. They're also 3 mana, 2/4s, but that's tons of taunts you can throw out. So I think that's pretty good. It's just it generally helps with a sort of hand buff or taunt synergy to help at least that small package there with the Glory Chaser and the Scrapsmith. An individual card that I think is just good is To the Front. Your minions cost 2 less, but not this turn, but not less than 1. Oh, incredible! Like with this, so you play to the front. Your Glory Chaser goes to 1. Your Scrapsmith goes to 1, and the Scrappy Grunts go down to 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mana. Well, yeah, this is a battle card. Yeah, 6 mana. Draw 3. And develop a board. Sorry again for the sneezing and the interruptions. Stuffy nose. So yeah, I think that taunt. I haven't really looked at the taunt cards very much since they came out in the first expansion of this rotation. So it could be good. At least that small package there seems really good, especially with To the Front helping it out. But then we also have a armor synergy, which looks very exciting. To really power the... So this armor synergy is definitely a control package with Shield's Shatter being one of the strongest cards here. 10 mana, deal 5 to all minions, cost 1 less for each armor you have. Generally, you can get to 10 armor, especially if you use the 3 mana gain 8, which does see play in quite a few lists. And you can trade it away if it's not useful in the matchup. But this can generally get really cheap. Like, you can get it to 0 or at least 2 really consistently. And if you really want to just have, really want to get this out for free, you got Frozen Buckler. Gain 2 mana, gain 10 at the start of your turn, lose 5 armor. So, that 10 armor makes that deal 5 to all minions free. It's a 2-card combo, deal 5 to the board. Sorry again, I'm just feeling rough. We had Thanksgiving today, a day early, but I want to get the cards out. Anyways, so that can be a very strong small control package, along with Ice Blood Garrison. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to all minions the last 3 turns. This actually has a lot of synergy with the Frenzy keyword, because you can trigger your own frenzies. Like, at the end of your turn, just you set this up earlier, and then you play your frenzy minions on curve. Bam! You hurt all enemy minions, and you make your frenzies trigger. I like this. These control cards I definitely have to speak in a more abstract sense, though, which I'm not excited about because you're not developing tempo. So control just feels really bad right now because of the quest lines, but we're hoping. Anyways, Snowed In. Destroy a damaged minion, freeze all other minions. This actually synergizes really, really well with Ice Blood Garrison. Because you can make the enemy board take damage, and then you Snowed In. You freeze all the board. Though, it might be better to just run a Whirlwind or a 1 mana or a 0 mana way to trigger this instead. No, there's no 0 mana way because that card's gone. Anyway, just running a 1 mana way to trigger Snowed In might be better. But giving a control warrior the way to freeze a board is kind of nutty. Snowed In, I'm excited for. I definitely think that will see play. Captain Galvangar. This is a very good control finisher where you deal 9 damage to the enemy, pretty much. You'll have gained 15 or more armor in the game as a control deck. And it's not for tempo, which, that is what I'm excited about. Having a charge card for a control deck only, that feels nice. So it'll be a 6/6 until you gain the armor, and then it's a +3/+3 in charge. Yeah, it's just a little bit of over the top, just for control decks that don't run, like it's not for big decks, it's not for aggro decks, it's just for control decks. So if a control warrior exists, this will be in it. And then we have Rokara the Valorous, equip a 5/2 unstoppable force. And so that is the only initial effect this has. This is 7 mana, equip the unstoppable force. It might as well just be the weapon, and the weapon has battle cry, gain 5 armor. At least the turn you play it. Like, this is much different from the other hero cards, where it doesn't have a big immediate effect. But it does seem like it'll be very good at pushing for lethal, because you smack a minion into the enemy hero. If you smack a big minion, then you hit the enemy for a lot. So you can definitely punish big decks as an aggro deck, because you should be able to get them pretty low in the early game, just from generally just hitting them. So I think this can be good if there's an aggressive warrior that like cares for this sort of thing at all. The only aggro warrior deck that exists right now is Pirate, though, and so then you'd be paying 7 mana for 1 turn of the unstoppable force, which is like the whole big payoff. And sure, you get a hero power, which is deal 2, honorable kill, gain 4 armor. Honorable kill, again, hard to do. So, I'm not as excited for this hero card as the others, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's bad. And then we have Axe Berserker, this random card. 4 mana, 3/5, rush, honorable kill, draw a weapon. Yeah. On 4, there's some decks that have 3 health things. Like, building around honorable kill just doesn't seem smart to me. So, and there's other ways for warrior to tutor its weapons. So, I don't know. I don't think this card's good. Maybe, I'm just not excited for the honorable kill keyword. I think it's gonna be garbage. People thought overkill was gonna be good. So, And here is my class, Priest. So, you know how we got the whole Shadow Priest thing last expansion? Yeah, throw it out in the garbage. It's dead now. It doesn't matter. If you're going to make a tempo deck, you're not going to care about Shadow. So yeah, exciting. There's lots of support here for a holy aggressive deck, which is just so funny to me. That, like, we got a whole new archetype with a special, like, legendary that turns you go into shadow form, and we just threw it out the window. But yeah, bless. Give a minion +2 health and it set his attack to be equal to his health. That's incredible, because Priest has lots of minions that really focus on health instead of its attack. So it's an inner fire that isn't just an inner fire, because inner fire kind of carbo, because it doesn't do anything but attack. So I think Bless will be very strong if a tempo deck exists, which Luminous Geode will also help. After a friendly minion is healed, give it +2 attack. They actually gave a really, really good heal if you could stick a lot of minions in today's Hearthstone. With Gift of the Naru, restore 3 to all characters if any still damage draw a card. This is great, and it's all characters including the enemy. So you'll likely always draw a card off of it. So, you know, it's sort of like a circle. But you're also paying mana for it, and it's healing less. I don't know. And then we have Stormpike Aid Station. At the end of your turn, give your minions +2 health. And do we have any other tempo cards here? I guess you could run Shadow Word Devour, choose a minion that steals 1 health from all other minions. But, yeah. There's this whole tempo package, but it feels overcosted for Holy. Like, Stormpike Aid Station. Why is it 3 mana? You're gonna spend a whole 3 mana on buffing your guys for 2 health? I don't know about you, but this seems garbage. And this is trying to be the payoff for a Holy deck. So, you know, but whatever. That's just me being salty about getting a whole new priest archetype, and the only support is a Shadow Word Devour. Choose a minion that steals 1 health from all other minions. However, there has been some theory crafting I've done with this new hero card. Zyrella the Devout, trigger the death rattle of every friendly minion that died this game. Which has hero powers Holy Touch and Void Spike. It flips. Heal 5 and deal 5 for 2 mana. So, Void Spike, absolutely insane. You start with Holy Touch whenever you play Zyrella, so you can play her on 8 and not feel bad. Like, oh no, I missed out on the good hero power. There's 2 different decks that initially call out to Zyrella the Devout. For one, it's the big Death Rattle deck that already sort of exists. Because you can just gain tons of armor, health, like healing, clear the board with Undying Disciple. Like, there's a whole big thing going on. We'll cover that better in a moment. And Spirit Guide. Yeah, we'll cover that better in a moment. So yeah, there's a whole big Death Rattle deck that seems to, you know, sort of build itself, especially with Spirit Guide, which gives a 5 mana play because there's a 6 and an 8. There's still no 7, but that's fine. And there's 5, which is card draw too. So whenever you play this, you pretty much just, as long as you've triggered at least a Gnarg or a couple of different things, you gain tons of life, and then you do some extra effects. And then you have this insane hero power, which is deal 5. And then you have this okay hero power of heal 5. And then you deal 5 again. So this can be a really nice finisher for a big deck. But then for a Shadow Priest deck, I've been doing some thinking. You know, there's a couple Death Rattle cards in the general Shadow Priest thing, like the 3 mana 4/3 deal 3 to the enemy hero when it dies. My stuffy nose, killing me. But I think that could be very strong with this. And if maybe I don't remember if Leopard Gnome's in standard, but like if you can just have a couple like deal face damage things, and then you can use this as a finisher of dealing a bunch of damage and then getting an improved hero power, that could be pretty good. But otherwise, yeah, Shadow Priest is just dead. This goes in big. We got a garbage legendary with Jack Hexen. Battlecry, take control of an enemy minion. Death Rattle, give the minion back. So you could silence it to get rid of the Death Rattle. Ooh. But you want to know something? We already have a very similar card to this in standard. That's even better. And that is the Scholomance 4 mana 2/4 spell burst. Take control of a minion with 2 or less attack. You want to combo into Jack Hexen with a card to get rid of the Death Rattle, right? Well, that Scholomance card you want to combo with Wave of Apathy, which will just neuter the enemy board and steal a minion. Yeah, you don't choose which one, but you also get taunt and extra attack, and you can run better effects than a silence. So, yeah, and attack's worse than a card we already have. Shadow Word Devour seems like a very strong card. If there's sort of, I assume that a Holy Tempo Priest, if it exists, it'll be using this too, because there's no only Holy true payoff. So you can really buff health with Shadow Word Devour, and then use Bless to just wreck someone in the face. And then Deliverance is just another bad card. This one, it feels like they don't know what Priest is. Or maybe they're just scared of giving Priest a good tempo deck. I don't know. Like, all these things seem overcosted. And as a Priest main, I'm just like, wow. Great. Neutral. No, we're gonna come back to neutral. We're covering Paladin first. So, Paladin, I'm gonna be real. I don't know what in the world they're trying to do. Paladin has got all sorts of random stuff. I think, yeah, maybe hand buff, I could really say the best, but you got a little bit of big support. Okay, big support and hand buff, and then a bunch of random stuff. That's just, it's good, but still random. So I guess we'll cover the big support first. I haven't really looked at Paladins. Sorry if I'm, figuring out what I'm gonna say. So first we have Cavalry Horn. This is what is gonna make or break this deck. If there's any way to tutor a weapon in Paladin, I can't think of any. And there's no neutral way, at least not that I can remember either. Then the deck will be pretty good, because this, on turn 5 you swing with it, and you're 5 mana, whatever. But on turn 6, you can play out your 6 mana and summon a big guy. I like this a lot. And then we have Vitality Surge. Draw a minion, restore your health equals to your hero equal to its cost. Oh no, I've been taking tons of damage from this aggro deck. If only I had a big minion, like a 8-cost minion, like all the big Paladin decks want to run, to heal me. And you can draw a minion. Like, this is pretty good for a big deck. But in a small deck, 2 mana to draw a minion? Whatever. Paladin has better targeted draw than that. Then we have some big cards like Brasswing. At the end of your turn, deal 2 to all enemies and honorable kill, restore 4 health to your hero. Honorable kill's bad. I know I've said it like multiple times in this review. I don't trust honorable kill. But at what point is the enemy just gonna have tons of 2 health enemies and you're gonna like, oh, I'm gonna Reno up with this? No. Honorable kill, you have to have the exact thing. You know how many random numbers happen? Also, Paladin reduces things to 1 health. So, like, maybe if this did, honestly, if this did 1 health to all enemies, it would be better because you could at least combo with at least, like, some Libram synergy or something. But, like, nah. That's not why you run the big deck. Brasswing's not it. Templar Captain, though. Rush after this attacks minions, summon a 5/5 defender with taunt. Holy cow, I'm super stuffy now. Maybe my body's hating me for hating on these cards. But, since you have to attack a minion, I don't know. But it has Rush, so you'll generally summon the 5/5 defender with taunt. But since it's not after this attacks, it summons a 5/5. I don't know. But I mean, it's kind of cool. It's okay. If there's a big deck this will run it because it has an immediate effect, along with, like, it is Rush and a taunt, but 7, incredible. And it doesn't have to live. I like it. So yeah, that's the big deck. And then there's also a hand buff stuff, which I'm only excited about because of this hero card, along with the power it already has this expansion, which is deal 2 enemies equipped with 2/5 immovable object, so your doesn't lose durability. Your hero takes half damage, so you're like not gonna die, especially with those lifesteal cards that hand buff Paladin has and all the different healing. Like, this is scary. This is really scary. After you play this, you're likely, if you don't die immediately, you're not gonna die. Because you also have Blessing of Queens. 2 mana, give a random minion in your hand +4/+4. Paladin loves hand buff. It loves it. So, you just buff, like, that lifesteal deal damage card, and bam, you heal up a bazillion from all your other hand buffs, including this one, and you can just press this button every turn. It seems insane. And then Satan the Scarlet, 3 mana 2/2 rush. Whenever this minion gains attacker health, double the amount, including in hand. So, oh yeah, we make really big minions with hand buff, but I want to make bigger ones. This one is insane. And it gains double on board, so you can even run this in like a Libram Paladin. This is a scary card. If you're not running a control deck with a hard removal, you're dead. And if you're not dead, the enemy you force the enemy to play this early. This is scary. And then we have just some generally okay cards. Dunbaldar Bridge, 4 mana. After you summon a minion, give it +2/+2. Since it says after you summon a minion, give it +2/+2, that means you have to play this before other things. So it doesn't buff your board when we already have a better 4 mana thing, really. Give your hand, deck, and board +1/+1. And that doesn't see play? Nah, this ain't happening, Chief. Stonehearth Vindicator. 3 mana 3/1 battle cry draw spell that costs 3 or less, costs 0 this turn. It is a very precise tutor and a mana cheat, and it's fairly cheap. Holy cow, is this scary? This is it. This is a good card. Even if it doesn't see play now, it will see play it. And then we have Hold the Bridge. Give a minion +2/+1 and Divine Shield, and it gains lifesteal into the end of the turn. You need a little bit of healing. Yeah, I can use this. Maybe a big deck runs it to get, because big decks like their lifesteal. If you ever stick a Brasswing, you win. If you ever play Hold the Bridge on Brasswing, yeah, I guess. Paladin, it just seems like it'll happen. It's not gonna be the top. It's not gonna have a top deck. Unless Satan's shit. Yeah, no, with Satan maybe. But either, it's gonna be good. It's either gonna dominate, or it's just gonna be okay. But there's no way it's gonna be bad. Then we have Rogue. Rogue is also weird. It's got this sort of death rattle along with some thief stuff going on. So I guess we'll cover the thief stuff first, because I like thief cards. So we have Seraphine Fleet Runner. 5 mana 5/5. Very expensive for Rogue. Battlecry, replace minions in your hand and deck with ones from other classes that cost 2 less. Cool. Okay, and then we have a Lobotomizer. Get a copy of the top card of your opponent's deck. Cool, so more thief stuff. Cool. But what's the payoff? Well, we have Double Agent. Battlecry, if you're holding a card from another class, summon a copy of this. So you can make a 3 mana 6/6. Okay, not bad. 3 mana 6/6. Cool, not enough on its own. Then we have Wild Paw Null. Rush costs 1 less for each card you've added to your hand from another class. Well, you want to know something crazy about this card? Maestra also works with this, so generally you can get a pretty free 4/5 with Rush. That's really strong. So now we have a big tempo card along with a big tempo removal card. And then we have a big value card to add in. Contraband Stash. Replace 5 cards from other classes you've played this game. So if you choose 5 cards specifically, you can just play them again. If they're minions, bam, you get a board. If removal, you get bam, you get removal. The stuff is good. But like this seems fun. Even if it's not good, it definitely got enough support in this little bit to be good enough to exist. Then we have the death rattle stuff. Snowfall Graveyard, your death rattle's triggered twice. This is gonna be if it's good, this would be one reason. Forsaken Lieutenant, 2-mana stealth. After you play a death rattle minion, become a 2/2 copy of it with rush. This is also very good, especially since it has stealth. So, like, this sets up for any death rattle you want. But the way you're gonna be getting death rattles is either running neutrals or reconnaissance. Discover a death rattle minion from another class that costs 2 less. So you're gonna just find your payoff. I don't know. It's kind of good to make sure you have a consistent payoff with your death rattle decks. And right now, the good death rattle is just healing with armor and it's 8 cost. I don't know. Then we have just like 2 really good cards with Cold Tooth Yeti. On turn 2, you can coin this out and have a Yeti, which is sort of funny. Alright. Getting hard to breathe now because I'm so stuffy. Great to see the evolution as we've gone on. This seems okay. Maybe good enough to run. Combo can sometimes be hard though, and a 3-mana 1/5 is bad. But Shadow Crafter Scabs. Now this is a card to be excited about. Battlecry, return all minions to the owner's hands, vanish, summon 2 4/2 Shadows of Stealth, prepared damage, and then 0 mana sleight of hand. So Weapon Rogue, their hero power is garbage, and they also aren't great against taunts. Well, now you can say bye-bye to taunts, you can give yourself a stealth board, so it's a very strong board, and you get a good hero power. This is incredible. This is incredible for Weapon Rogue. Weapon Rogue is already sort of good, and now they're giving this additional support. Scary. Scary is what it is. And now, we have the so exciting Shaman. So, if you remember back in the Frozen Throne, we got free Shaman. Well, now it's back, baby. We got Frostbite. Deal 3 damage. Honorable kill. Your opponent's next spell costs 2 more. Cool. At least, it's worst case scenario. It's deal damage and it's frost. I like it. Glaciate. 6 mana, discover an 8 cost minion, summon it, and freeze it. Cool. It's pretty strong, cheating out at 8 cost. Generally, like there's strong taunt. There's at least at least one very strong taunt. And if there's a rush, then it'll immediately unfreeze. You can attack with it as though it's a normal minion next turn. So Glaciate seems pretty good, especially with the Frost tag. Sleepbreaker, add a Wind Chill, which is a card we'll cover in a moment. Really great, even good in elemental decks, honestly. Is a 2-mana 3/2, add a good card, which is Wind Chill. Freeze a minion, draw a card. That's great. That's a great card. You freeze a guy and you draw a card. Oh my goodness, I want to do that every day of the week. Snowfall Guardian, freeze all other minions, gain +1/+1 for each run as a minion. Holy cow! Like, this is a really strong card. You just freeze the enemy board and make a big guy. If they have a board. Oh, I guess you could freeze your own board, but whatever. But you can start putting, you can use like a couple earlier, like freeze the enemy's early boards, and then turn 5 you start your threats coming with Snowfall Guardian to Glaciate, making a giant guy. And then you also have Wild Paw Cavern. At the end of your turn, summon a 3/4 elemental that freezes. I don't know. This one's just kind of okay. I don't know. It's not a frost spell, so I don't know. I'm not excited about it. 4 mana summon a lot of stats, I guess. I don't know. If you're figuring out what card to put in to your Frost Shaman, I don't know. I think this could be okay. It's definitely not what's going to push it, though. Wind Chill, we covered that. Treaty Snowbolt. After an enemy is frozen, deal 3 damage to it. Oh, my God. Incredible. Because it can go phase 2. I like this. You can kill the things instead of just freezing them. It's strong. We have Brucon of the Elements. We'll cover back that, because that's not Frost. Snowball Fight. Deal 1 damage to a minion and freeze it. If it survives, repeat this on another minion. This is pretty great. You can hit your own stuff, though, which is, But being able to free, like, this is a, like, you will kill a guy, and you likely will freeze a whole board. This is strong, as long as you don't have a board. Very similar to a GVG card for Warrior. But I'm forgetting the name because I'm literally ending sick phase. So we're gonna try to get through this card review fast, just before I die. Barren Glacier. For each frost spell you pass this game, summon 3/4 elemental with freezes. So you're gonna freeze out their board over and over, and then you're gonna make a threat, and then a threat, and then you're gonna make a whole board of threats. Free Shaman has the things it needs. And then we have Brucon of the Elements, which is a good card. I can go into some other stuff. Call upon 2 powers of the elements. So the powers of the elements are Earth. Summon 2/2/3 elementals taunt. Water. Restore 6 health to all friendlies. Fire. Deal 6 to the enemy hero. And Lightning. Deal 2 to all enemy minions. And there's the 2/3 taunt. And then they're all in hero power form too. So first you call upon 2 of those things. You can make some guys, you can kill a board, you can heal your stuff, you can deal to the enemy. And then your hero power switches like Dr. Boom from Boom's Day, where, you know, you can do those effects, but with hero power. So yeah, it's cool. I think this is a very nice finisher. If you just need something. Maybe Quest Shaman, I don't know. If Quest Shaman needs some, like, infinite value thing, like, Brucon can be good value. And we have Druid, just to double check. Okay, I can make it through this before I die. Druid. Druid has a sort of, it definitely has a beast synergy, and a choose 1 synergy, and then some token synergies, and then a hero card that's insane. So I've seen all these Druid cards multiple times, and they all just seem individually strong, but I'm not sure exactly how to think. So we're gonna talk through it a bit together about some good stuff. Heart of the Wild. Give a minion +2/+2 and give your beast +1/+1. This is just pretty good. 3 mana +2/+2 alone is good. And then generally in your token decks, yeah, you have beasts. So, like, this is generally a 3 mana +3/+3 on most of your minions, and then +2/+2 on some. So I like it. Heart of the Wild, yeah, I like it. Oh my god, that's my... Okay, there. Pride Seeker. Battlecry, your next choose 1 card costs 2 less. So, an interesting... The only thing I've thought about this that is very interesting for me is you can curve this into Nourish. Now, is that good? Maybe. What deck wants to use that, though? I don't know. Which is what my issue is with Pride Seeker. Now, Heart of the Wild can go into a token deck, along with Wing Commander Mulverick. 4 mana 2/5 rush. Your minions have honorable kills up to 2/2 Wyvern with rush. Honorable kills bad. Honorable kills bad. Honorable kills bad. So unless you like a 4 mana 2/5, that can sometimes get you a 2/2 or 2. This is bad. It's bad card. It's stupid, it's bad. And it's trying to rely on a situation that won't happen. It's bad. Then we have Claw Fury Adept. Incredible card for your token druids. Battlecry, give all their friendly characters +1 attack this turn. It's a 2/3 with a small savage roar. Incredible! This is insane! I like it. Pathmaker, cast the other choice from the last choose one spell you've cast. This can also go into a token druid because there's a couple cards where like there's the 1 mana summon a 2/2 or give your minions +1 attack. There's also the 2 mana summon a 2/3 or give your minions +1/+1. And you can just play this after summoning the minions. Like I think this is good for that. I don't think this is good for other things. Capture Cold Tooth Mine. Choose one, draw your lowest cost card or draw your highest cost card. This is insane. You can choose what card you want. Like you want your lowest or your highest. Like that's just kind of insane. It's a specific tutor. Nothing much to say about that. Like, it's just a really good card. It's a card draw and it's targeted. It'll go in something. Frostwolf Kennels. This goes with the sort of full beast token thing that they have sort of going on. And then in return, summon a 2/2 wolf with stealth. That's really good. And it combined with Frost Saber Matriarch, which is Taunt, costs 1 less for each beast you summon this game, and summon, not die. It doesn't care if they die or not. And Dire Frostwolf, stealth, summon a 2/2 wolf with stealth. You're gonna be summoning tons of stuff. Like, this'll generally be a free card. And you've got lots of beast. You got this as another beast payoff. I just don't know if you really care a ton about really forcing a beast synergies with Frostwolf, Kennels, and Dire Frostwolf. I think you'll just run Frost Saber Matriarch with your couple beasts, or you won't run it at all. That's my opinion on it. Or there'll be 2 separate ideas of decks. There'll be the beast one, which is closer to a mid-rangey, versus the more aggressive version of Taunt. Yeah, that seems fine. Oh my god. Wait a second. No, you could just slot this into the Taunt one, because this also costs 2 less, not including all the beasts that you have die. Oh, incredible. And then a very, very fun card with Wildheart Guff. Battlecry, set your maximum mana to 20, gain a mana crystal, and draw a card, with your hero power being gain a mana crystal or draw a card. You can just you gain an insane hero power, and it's gain a mana like not an empty mana crystal, a mana crystal. So this is pretty much a 4 mana Wildheart 4 mana hero card that you can only play at 5, but it's still really good. And then you could make your hero power be 1 mana, gain an empty mana crystal, pretty much. Or you could just draw a card. This is just a solid card that if any deck it just needs something and it's a little bit slower and it's not an aggressive, or even aggressive deck because you can get a draw a card hero power. Like, this is just good. This is just a very solid card. I like it. Hunter. Hunter's got this sort of secret package going on where you got a new secret, which is pretty exciting. When your opponent casts a spell, return it to their hand, and instead it costs 1 more. If this triggers like the quest like for Mage, if it triggers if they say play a fireball, if that fireball still triggers the fire effect, I think this trap will just sort of feel bad really against that, and that'd be a deck you would really want this against, I think. But big spell, anything with a big spell, this will be devastating. Oh, and if it I don't know if it'll reset. So there's that tradable summon your death rattle minions for priest. Oh my.
This is a scary card. Already there's scary hunter cards, but now that's, oh no. Ice Trap I'm scared of. Then you have Beaststalker Tavish. Discover and cast 2 improved secrets. It's pretty much doubled for all of the different things or around it. You're getting a lot extra value out of any of your secrets. So it's a very strong initial tempo. Because enemy is forced to make weird attacks, and then your hero power is just pretty strong. Summon an animal companion. It's the Hufferly Archmisha, which is a very, very strong hero power, and it's wonderful for anything that's any slightest bit slower. Like if it's not constantly trying to hit you in the face, yeah, Beaststalker Tavish is good in it. Spring the Trap, deal 3 to a minion and cast a secret from your deck. I think that's good, and because that is good alone, and then it has a bonus of Honorable Kill where you can cast 2, this can be great. However, I still think Honorable Kill is garbage. So I think this is just a generally good card, and it can have an extra payoff. And that's where I think Honorable Kill can be good. Unlike Bloodseeker, which is going to be garbage, which is 2 mana, 2/2, and you can, I can Honorable Kill with it. It's stupid. Stupid is what it is. Honorable Kill's bad. You should feel bad. Ram Tamer, if you control a secret, gain +1/+1 in stealth. Awesome. You can curve a secret into this. And then we have a big beast. And then another secret thing with Dunbaldar Bunker. At the end of your turn, draw a secret and set its cost to 1. That can be a 2 mana draw 3. I think this is what's gonna make the secret passage honestly the secret package honestly busted. Just because you can have so many secrets and it's draw and mana cheap. Draw and mana cheap's busted. Stupid. And we have a big beast thing where you can, with Stormpike Battle Ram, you can reduce the cost of your beasts. And Mountain Bear, you can make big beast boys. And then you can revive them, with all these other things. Like, you'll have a very select list, and since this also summons 2/4 cubs, it makes the revive pet iffy, but it's still fairly pretty consistent to get roughly some things that you want. And then you have a maybe payoff. I don't even know if you'll run this in your big beast, but Wing Commander Ikman. Battlecry, summon a beast from your deck and give it rush. If it kills a minion this turn, repeat it. That can be a lot of mana cheat and removal. I don't know. It's slow, and it does something from your deck. This can be okay, but it won't. I don't think that'll be the card that will make Big Beast busted. It'll be Mountain Bear off of Battle Ram. Battle Ram into Mountain Bear into Revive Pet. When Mountain Bear dies, it's not going to be Ikman. So Hunter looks really strong with a secret's going to be... Secret Hunter's back and it's scary. But other than that, it's whatever. Demon Hunter has 2 archetypes. It's got a big demon archetype, and it's got a token archetype. So the token archetype, you can give your minions some attack, and this applies to your current minions on the field too, which is nice. The token demon hunter misses, can't do anything with its board, so being able to have some attack is nice. Flag runner, whenever a friendly minion dies, gain +1 attack. I don't know about this. I think this is just okay. Token demon hunter just needs some threats, and this is an okay threat. Because if they clear your board, well, if you didn't clear me too, well, suck it. And then you have Battle Sworn Vanguard. After you attack someone 2 1/1 Fellwings. This is very similar to the 3 mana 3/4. After you attack someone a 2/2. Just slightly different and cheaper. It's nice. It's a good tempo card. Sucks that it's on 2, because on 2 you really want to play the 2 mana 1/2 weapon summon 2 1/1s. But like, it's not bad to have multiple 2s. What sucks is that there's no 1 mana weapon you really wanted. Well, you can run the death rattle if there's any death rattles you really like for Token Demon Hunter that I can't quite think of at the moment. So this could be okay. But all these sort of okay little things are pushing it further and further. And then they have a giant 2, cost 1 less for each friendly minion that died this game. You can summon a lot of minions, so you can get some extra threats with giants. And then, oh, well, I couldn't reach, there's just not a lot of reach. Demon Hunters generally have a lot of reach. Well, summon 2 1/4 demons with rush, improved by your hero attacks this game. These Fellbat Shriekers gain attack, I think, after you attack. I don't know. They get more attack when you do things with attacking and attack things. I don't know. But then this is scary. 1 mana, +2 attack this turn. After a friendly minion attacks, refresh this. Demon Hunter has a card that is 2 mana, make your hero power free. Or reduced by 1, so this becomes free. So then, you can do that card combined with the Acrobats. Like, it summons 7 1/1s that attack, and whenever they die, they summon another 7. And each one of those attacks will get you +2 attack. So you're gonna have a lot of burn. Not including just, like, this is just insane. So you have burn, you have threats, you have some extra summoning. That's just, I'm scared. We'll quickly cover this card. It's garbage. It's an honorable kill, and it's a weapon when Demon Hunter sends weapons. Whatever. And then we also have Flanking Maneuver. You could potentially go with the Token Demon Hunter for a bigger focus removal, but I don't know. Generally, you want smaller things. But then we have the Big Demon. So we already have the big payoffs for Big Demon Hunter. We just need ways to get to that. And Warden of Chains, taunt Battlecry if you're holding a demon that costs 5 or more, gain +1/+2. So you can have a big taunt to tide you over until you can get to your big demons. And then you have Korea Fell Soul, transform into a 6/6 copy of a demon in your deck. So you pretty much just cheat out one of your big demons. And if you turn into that big demon that summons a demon from your deck, you can just cheat out a big demon along with becoming a big demon. And there's tons of other payoff ones too. Like, this is the card that will really push it, being able to cheat them out. Along with Sigil of Reckoning. At the start of your next turn, summon a random demon from your hand. So, I have this 9 mana demon, but I just don't have enough mana. Well, I guess I could pass my turn 5 and then turn 6, cheat out a 7/9 that summons a demon from your deck at the end of the turn. Holy cow, the mana cheat's insane. So, before we do the overall class review, like quick class reviews, we'll cover the neutrals. I haven't really looked at the neutrals because most of them have been dumped today. We have Bloodguard. Whenever this minion takes damage, your minions gain +1 attack. It's a 4/7, so that's not bad. Just 5 mana is a lot, especially for that effect. I don't think this will see play. I'd love to put it in some sort of tokeny deck, but 5 mana is a lot to pay when there are other payoffs. Bunker Sergeant. Battlecry if your opponent has 2 or more minions, deal 1 to all enemy minions. This seems good for control decks that don't have great removals in their class already, but most do. So I don't really know if this would go anywhere. Direwolf Commander, honorable kill, 3 mana, 2/5 honorable kill, summon a 2/2 wolf with Stell. That's very, it's a very cute wolf, and it was a part. But no, honorable kill is bad. So it sucks. Too bad. Frantic Hippogriff, rush, honorable kill, gain Wind Fury. Oh,
Oh, that's crazy. Honorable kill again? It's garbage. Frostbolt of War Master costs 1 less for each card you played this turn. This is nice. You can definitely you can cheat this out in Rogue very well. I don't know if Rogue's gonna be doing. I think Rogue might do things that are too good for this, but I don't know. Free 3/3 is not bad. This is a Rogue card. Maybe a Quest Demon Hunter card, but likely not even like. It has some things it can do. It might be good. Gangsta. 2 mana 4/2 stealth. After your opponent plays a minion, attack it. This is really good. I like it because it kills an enemy minion, or it hits the enemy for 4. Because it has stealth. Stealth rogue back? Question mark. I like it. Herald of Localar. 4 mana 3/5 battlecry, draw a frost spell. This will be running Frost Shaman, along with lots of classes in general got frost spells. That can definitely like run this. Like Warrior got a couple frost things that it likes. Yeah. I think this can be. It's a nice tutor. 4 mana is a lot for a tutor, but yeah, it's nice. Humongous Owl. This is a big payoff card for Death Rattle stuff. Humongous Owl. Death Rattle deal 8 damage to a random enemy. This is the 7-drop for Big Death Rattle Priest. This is the 7-drop for Big Death Rattle Res Priest. It deals 8 damage to a random Oh my god, it's all coming together. Even if this card isn't good, it's gonna see play. Ice Revenant. Whenever you cast a Frost spell, gain +2/+2. I don't know, it sounds like a Frost Shaman card. Why is it? They just want to print more Frost Shaman cards, they just can't give enough cards to Shaman. Ice Hoof Protector. Taunt. Freeze any character damaged by this minion. I don't know, seems fun to summon, but just to summon. Iron Deep Trog. 1 mana 1/2 after your opponent casts a spell, you summon a copy of this. This would be good, but it's after spell, so they'll kill it with the spell instead of you getting to live the dream of having a bazillion Iron Deep Trogs. Kobold Taskmaster. Battlecry. Add 2 armor scraps to your hand that give +2 health to a minion. If the Holy Priest works, this will, like the Holy Tempo Priest with all the health buffs and stuff works, this will be a part of it. Might as well be a priest card. Or a janky zoo deck for Warlock. This is a card I saw and I think it's insane. Korak the Blood Rager. Death Rattle. If this wasn't honorably killed, summon Korak. 2 things to note about this card. Honorable kill is hard to do and is bad. So if you have to do honorable kill against this, that's great. So you have to do exactly 5 damage to kill this, and not tons of classes have things. So this is kind of nutty. And if you trigger the Death Rattle, it summons a Korak. It doesn't kill it doesn't like kill this and it just summons another Korak. So this is really good. This will be the payoff for if Death Rattle Rogue works. This can push a Death Rattle Shadow Priest. Like, this is just a really good card. This can be good in Big Death Rattle because it's not a bad card on its own. Like, it's super sticky. You won't kill this. That's great. Legionnaire. 6 mana 9/3. Death Rattle. Give all minions in your hand +2/+2. The classes that like hand buff stuff do it better. Piggyback Imp. 3 mana 4/1. Death Rattle. Summon a 4/1 Imp. Back Piggy Imp. This will be good for if Death Rattle Warlock works. Oh my god, I just thought of something. You can do Korak the Blood Rager with the Warlock Perfume card that gives all your minions a Death Rattle you discover. Oh, you can make a whole board of Koraks. Oh, this card's gonna be scary. Reflecto Engineer. Battlecry swap the attack and health of both of all minions in both players' hands. And there's probably some bust you can do with this. I can't think of it though. Ram Commander. Battlecry add 2 1/1 rams with rush to your hand. Good gas for hand buff stuff. However, for Paladin, it already has better stuff if it wants to do hand buff things. Snowblind Harpy. If you're holding a frost spell, gain 5 armor. Oh, cool! Frost Shaman can gain some life. Stormpike Marshal. Taunt if you took 5 or more damage on your opponent's turn. This cost 1. This is a pretty nice response to an aggro deck. Generally, turn 2 and turn 3, you can take 5 damage sometimes. Not bad. Not bad. Stormpike Quartermaster. After you cast a spell, give a random in your hand +1/+1. If you're combining Libram strategies and hand buff strategies, this is good. But I don't know. Other than that, not happening. Tower Sergeant. If you control at least 2 other minions, gain +2/+2. This seems... How badly would you like a 4 mana? How happy are you to have a 4 mana 6/6? That's the question you gotta ask with this card. If there's a token deck or a general like aggro deck that runs a lot of I thought of something. I thought of the deck this can go into. The bad aggro Shadow Priest we currently have. It runs quite a few neutrals, and it generally has around 2 to 3 minions on the board. And you can get a 4 mana 6/6. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Troll Centurion, Rush, Honorable Kill. Oh my god, Honorable Kill again. 8 mana 8, Rush, Honorable Kill, delay it to an enemy hero. Hey, Honorable Kill is bad. Honorable Kill is bad. Sneaky Scout, Stealth, Honorable Kill. Your next hero power cost is 0. Likely will be experimented in with a hero power mage. However, Honorable Kill is bad. Corporal, Honorable Kill. Give your other minions Divine Shield. Too bad it's just a 2/3 with no text. Frozen Mammoth. This is the frozen until you cast a fire spell. If there's an aggro deck that likes fire spells, you can definitely put this in. Like, yeah, this seems really strong. If you're just generally running fire spells, though I don't think there's any aggro deck that is at the moment. I think it would be a Shaman if it was, and I don't think they do really want to. Pops a Cooler, freeze 2 random enemy minions. It's Death Rattle. Oh, 3. And random? Maybe for a Death Rattle rogue. But no. Not happening. Local R, the Ice Lord. Rush Wind Fury costs 5 less if you have 15 or less health. So you can have a 5 mana 8/8 Rush Wind Fury. I mean, it's cool removal. But no. Grim Totem Bounty Hunter, destroy an enemy legendary minion. I actually think this might be good. Like a good tech in for aggro decks that run neutrals. Because those are the only decks that run neutrals. Like if there's a legend, like most decks have a legendary or 2, and like you just kill it, make a not garbage body. 1 mana. It's pretty much 1 mana tax in order to kill a legendary. Maybe. Spam the Arcanist. Battlecry, deal 1 to all other minions. If any die, repeat this. This seems nice. You can. I think this is, if it's ran, it might be run in like the Fel Warlock we talked about at the beginning of the video, because you can't really run shadow spells, and if those Fel spells aren't enough for removal, then this could be good. Ivas, the Forest Lord. Hey, you remember how Guff can give you 20 mana? Well, now you can spend all that mana to gain +2/+2 Rush, Divine Shield, or Taunt at random for each mana you spend. And you cannot get double the keywords. Like, you can't get double Rush, double Divine Shield, double Taunt. So it's just lots of
Around 5 to 6 mana is pretty good. I think this is a fun card. Might not be the best choice, unless it's for the Guff deck. If there's a deck with the Guff, maybe you might just run this for a big payoff. Abominable Lieutenant. At the end of a turn, need a random enemy minion and gain its stats. Since it says enemy minion, this is busted. You can cheat this out for big decks, or and you just keep eating the enemy board. It's a removal. It's removal at the end of the turn, and you can play 2 of them. Knight Captain. Battlecry. Deal 5 mana 3/3. Battlecry. Deal 3. Honorable kill. Gain +3/+3. Too bad honorable kill doesn't exist. So no, this won't happen. This might be a good. This will be a busted arena card maybe, but it's not going to exist in standard at all. Gnome Private. 1 mana, 1/3. Honorable kill. Gain +2 attack. This is one of the few times I think honorable kill might work. I think honorable kill for 1, where you can use it as a direct ping, is the only time honorable kill will work. And normally, most 1 health things have 2 attack, so you're gonna turn this into from a 1/3 to a 3/1 sometimes. I still think it's good, though. Just to say. And then we have Vandar and Drekthar. Vandar is good for big decks if you're not running, if you want spells as your early game. So, it can be very good for like a big warrior and some big priests. So this can be okay. I don't think this is bad. It's a build around, and then you have to get lucky. Drekthar, great for aggro decks. It's a tiny call to arms. I like it. So that was all the cards. Let's do a quick overall review. Warlock, looking pretty strong. It'll have something going for it. I think Fel looks pretty strong, and then maybe a tempo deck Blind Arise. Mage, big spell mage. It's got so much support, but maybe since it has so much mana cheat, it'll make it. But if that doesn't make it, Mage seems kind of dead. So looking iffy on Mage. Warrior, you want to do control when everyone got hero cards? I don't know about that, bucko. Looking real bad. Priest, big death rattle looks good. If that doesn't work out, they're dead. Priest continues to be dead. And they'll join Warrior as one of the 2 control classes. Paladin, it's gonna be good. With hand buff. Hand buff's gonna be good. And maybe a big deck, but it's just okay. Rogue. Weapon Rogue's gonna be scary. Death Rattle Rogue might exist. Thief Rogue seems fun. Shaman. Freeze Shaman. I think this will be good. It's got threats, it's got stall, it's got removal. I like it. And then a nice hero card. Druid. Busted. Their aggro deck's gonna be busted. They're going in. They're going in hard. Secret Hunter. Seems really strong. Hoping for big beast, but unlikely to happen. Demon Hunter. Both types, big and token, seem really strong. So it's looking good. And I think that's my overall review. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.